Here we are again, folks. Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. Still required to wear my working name on my name tag and being a counselor this week at a camp. What a pleasure to be a counselor at a camp with a bunch of children who are looking for love. They're looking for peace. They're looking for joy. They're looking for happiness. They're looking for something besides what they're having in the normal, everyday world, every day in this age that we're living in today. Where love is, God is. And that's what we need in this day and age. We need some people who know how to love and know that God is love. And that's what we need in this day and age. We've got counselors here that love children. There's one tiptoeing by now. You ain't got to tiptoe, girl. Okay. And the Lord is great. The Lord is good. And work is love made visible. How about that? We're down here working to make our love show up. It'll be visible if you have love. The door to the human heart can be opened only from the inside. And the way you do that is you show love, and people will open their door to that love, and they will begin to be something. I'm here speaking today on this machine, and I can hear love over there in the children over there singing songs they didn't know 2 days ago. They're learning about a God they didn't know 2 days ago. They're enjoying a life, a beginning of a new life for them. When they leave here, they will have a new life, and they will be able to learn how to live that life. So let us be first givers. Let us be friendly. Let us be loving. Let us be the first smile in the morning. Let us be the first pat on the back. Did you have a good night's sleep? Let us do what is right for the people of the world today. They need somebody. No world needs gripes. No world needs the things that we have in the world today. We need to be God's children and living like God's children. The light of friendship. The light of friendship is like the phosphorus seen around the dock at night when it's dark. You know, the water slopping up against there and the phosphorus shining, and everybody oohs and ahs. Look at that, look at that. And I'm going to tell you what, the light of friendship is like that. Forget yesterday and put a little kindness in today. Forget yesterday. Start looking ahead and live in the moment. Live in the moment that don't look ahead. Live in the moment that you're in right now. You know, a very tiny courtesy, just a little tiny courtesy. If you find one today, I tell you what, be quick to receive it. Be quick to receive it. Be quick to act on it. For it will spread a path for you, a new path of life for you, that you'll be able to go on that path. If a single man achieves the highest kind of love, it will be sufficient to neutralize the hate of millions. That's a comment from an unknown person that I read. That if a little love will neutralize millions of hate. How about that? Love cannot be wasted. It makes no difference where it is bestowed. It always brings a return. Love always brings a return. You know, a friend. Have you got a real friend? Have you got a real friend? That's a person whom with you dare to be yourself. Wow. Some people think, well, Brother Peter, you seem to talk a lot, or you get in a lot of trouble, or you do this or you do that. And I do sometimes. I get into trouble. And the thing about it is I like to be myself, no matter who I'm around. Now, when we have a real friend is somebody you dare. I have some friends that dare to be themselves with me, and I dare to be myself with them. That is a wonderful friend to have. You know that love is a passionate thing. Love is a passionate thing. God's passion was to love mankind so well that He gave His only Son on the cross, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish but have everlasting life. This is why we're having camp. We have 48 children here at camp this week who their lives are going to be 100% turned around when they leave here. They are going to leave here with joy, love, long-suffering in their heart. They're going to learn some things this week, learn some Bible verses, learn some things that will make them be better and more prosperous people as they grow. They will never forget this. You say, well, Brother Peter, some of them are only 8, 9 years old. Well, they are, but they'll never forget it. They'll never forget it. It will be a landmark in their life. Where 2 or more people are gathered together in the name of the Lord, He is in the midst. God has been in the midst this week. And let me tell you what, the best gifts are tied to the heartstrings, and usually to the heartstrings of a child. They can fall down and get hurt, and a few minutes later be running again, getting ready to get skinned up again and be happy. That's how we need to be in life. If we get knocked down, we need to get up. We need to get up. It's easy to be pleasant when life flows like a song, but the man worthwhile is one who will smile when everything else goes wrong. Have you ever had those days when you got out of bed and you did stub your toe? When you went in the bathroom and you couldn't find a razor? When you headed out for work and somebody had blocked your driveway? When everything goes wrong, can you smile? Can you say, God, you got a reason for this? And I've said this before, by the way, you get over to the interstate and find out there had just been a wreck. If you had been that guy that was there on time, you'd have been the one in the wreck. So God gave you a little difficulty to keep you from being in a wreck. So let's look at things through God's eyes, knowing that God is on the scene all the time. I have a problem with my shirt. I'm a man that does not like this kind of shirt. I wear a shirt, but I'm required down here at camp to wear this garb, and I'm wearing it. Do you see difficulties in every opportunity, or opportunity in every difficulty? I love that. I love that question. This is a question posed to me. Do you see the difficulty in the day, or do you see the day to end the difficulty? And that's what we need to do. We need to see that. That's an art. An art of living is to overcome the difficulty, forgetting the difficulty, and moving on. But learning from it. You can do one or two things if you got a nail sticking up in your floor. You can stub your foot on it every day and tear your foot apart, or you can get a hammer and drive the nail down. And that will no more bother you. That's the way you change things, by acting on it. If you don't act on it, you won't do it. My wife's got this little sewing kit between a couch and a chair. And I like walking through there at night and there's no light on and I'm barefoot and wham, I stubbed my toe on that thing. All I had to do was move it back about 4 inches and I don't stub my toe anymore. So one day I came to the realization, if I move that thing back about 4 inches, I won't have to stub my toe. So that's what life is like. Life is moving the obstacle that is in front of you. Do you know I love watermelon? You know watermelon's got seeds in it? I don't let the watermelon seeds keep me from eating watermelon. My wife won't eat grapes with seeds in them. She said, don't buy those that got seeds in them. She wants seedless grapes. I got news for you. The ones with the seeds in them usually taste twice as good as the ones without the seeds. And so you can spit the seeds out. All right. It said we grow every day. There are 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week. We ought to grow every day. We need to laugh at ourselves sometimes. We need to smile at ourselves sometimes. Especially when we do something stupid. I've stood in the mirror before and said, Peter, that was a stupid thing you did. You know that? And I said, I know that. Well, let's put it behind us and forget about it. And that's okay. I'll agree with that. And that makes me happy and I'm ready to go on. How about that? And so happiness is a perfume. You can't pour it on others without getting it on yourself. Yeah, splash a little perfume on others and you're going to get it on yourself. That's what happiness is, if you're happy. I've had people say to me, P, well, how come you're happy all the time? Well, I have the Lord in my heart. The Lord makes me happy. I would not be happy without the Lord. Matter of fact, I was an alcoholic at one time. I tried to find my happiness in a bottle. I tried to find it in a pack of cigarettes. I tried to find it in all kinds of illicit things, and I never could find a permanent love until I found Jesus. When Jesus found me, then I got a perfect love. Happiness, as I say, you know something? I'm not letting age hold me back. Yeah, you say, Brother Peter, you're 72 years old. You're a little old to be doing this, ain't you? No, you're only as old as you allow yourself to feel. You can allow yourself to feel old, or you can look at yourself as an old person. Brother Al, I was just talking with him over there. Brother Al and I have known each other now 40 years. 40 years, Brother Al's been working in the kitchen of camps, churches, or places. When there's something to cook, be done, Brother Al's there. He's 81. He told me again today. He said, this will be my last time. He told me that 40 times. This will be my last time. Brother Al, you can't quit. This is your love in life. This is your love in life. Wow. Do you know the worst bankruptcy in the world is not a man losing his house, not a man losing his car, not a man losing things. The worst bankruptcy in the world is a man losing his enthusiasm. If you lose your enthusiasm, you're in trouble. What you need to do is build a fire into yourself and get your enthusiasm back. If you lose everything else but your enthusiasm, you'll do all right. You'll come through to many, many more successes in your life if you keep your enthusiasm. Keep it. In spite of getting knocked down. Because you're going to get knocked down. You know the best football players get knocked down? The best quarterbacks get knocked down. They'll stand there. They'll stand their stance knowing that they might get broadsided any second, but they know they can't throw that ball until the time is right. And that quarterback knows the second, just a very split second, that ball leaves his hand, he's fixed to hit the ground. And yet he'll hold that ball. Hey, that's enthusiasm that works. That's what makes good quarterbacks. And that's what makes good Christian people. That's what makes good workers. We have some of the most enthusiastic people out here at this camp this week that I've ever met. I would dare say there's been probably 14 or 15 or maybe more free will, enthusiastic people out here this week. Look, growing old growing old is not a bad habit. It's not a bad habit. If you're a busy person and seasoned with busyness and seasoned with love and seasoned with friendship and seasoned with doing, you can be the happiest person growing with that bad habit, or that habit of growing old. It's not a bad habit. It's a habit, but not a bad one. You have to be alive to be to be used. And you're alive, you can be used. You say, well, I'm alive, but you don't know. Brother Peter, I'm in a wheelchair. Some of the most enthusiastic people I ever met were in wheelchairs. Some of the most closest to the Lord people I ever met were people in a home, laying in a bed on their back, couldn't move. Yet they were a thrill to me. You know it takes both rain and sunshine to make a rainbow. It takes good and bad to make things work. Hey, if you never got knocked down, you'd never know not to go near that place again. So getting knocked down every now and then. Did you know that today we're in a world of the most loneliest people in the world? We visited New York City just a little while ago and went to the Brooklyn Tabernacle and heard them sing and pray and do things like that. And when we left there, the loneliest people that I met in life were on the street, walking on the sidewalk, where it said, no eye contact, don't speak. I spoke to everybody, and they look at me like, man, where you come from? You come from some other place? What's the deal here? You ain't supposed to speak on the sidewalk. Well, I passed up tracks, and I spoke to people, and I did all kinds of things. I acted me. I acted myself. I've been passing tracks now since 1973, every day. Every day, every day, every day. That's part of my life. Look, don't be a lonely person. Don't be a lonely person. That builds walls. Instead, be a bridge. Be a bridge people can walk across. A lonely person on the sidewalk. Strike up a conversation with them. Let them walk across that bridge that they haven't walked across in years. And talk to somebody that's human, a person. Don't go home and flick the TV on. Throw yourself down in a chair and you're the same miserable little old lonely person. Get out. Break the ice. Realize what happens around you when you break the ice. Realize what happens around you when you break the ice. Take control. Take control of the situation. Maybe a 3-minute conversation with a person that turns their life around. 3 minutes. Actually, the truth of the matter is, 1 second can turn your life around forever. When you get the news, your mother just passed on. I got that news a few months ago. A few years ago, I got that news about my daddy. A few years before that, I got the news I had a brother killed in a car wreck. And that news, when you get that news, it changes your life forever. Forever. Did you know that all people all over the world, everywhere, anywhere, people all smile in the same language? How about that? People all smile in the same language. Ain't that something? Plan your work. This week we planned our work out here. And we're working our plan. Plan the work and working our plan. And God is bringing it through. It was prayed over. There was money spent to feed 48 children, 3 meals a day for 5 days. There was money spent. Great rewards, though, for the few pennies that were invested here. It was great rewards. We're going to see when we get to heaven children that are out here today in heaven because of this. Did you know that you were born happy? Even though you cried. The doctor slapped your little butt and you cried, but you were happy, you were out. You were out of that place where you were. And we need to be born happy every morning. Every morning when we wake up, we need to be born. When we go look in the mirror, we need to say, before I look in this mirror, I'm going to smile. And when you look in that mirror, you can receive that smile. Your own self. Be a lamp. Be a lamp. Be a lamp in the chamber. Be a lamp in your own bathroom, in front of the mirror. And you know something? Everybody can't be a star in the sky. But did you know that little commercial on TV that says the naked eye can see one birthday candle 10 miles away? You can be that light. You can be a light that can be seen 10 miles away, even if you can't be a star that's seen millions of miles away. And that's what you can be. We need to laugh a little through life. We need to sing a little. We need to walk a little and pray a little. We need to do these things in life. We need to give a little and we need to take a little. Sometimes it's hard if you're a giver to take, but we need to take. And as that laughter comes along, we can cause others that are sad to laugh too with us. Well, our time is come and gone. Why help to make the world be a drowsy place when you can make it be a happy place? This is Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.